Tech, AI, crypto, there are a million complex industries to disrupt today. But my guest today looked at all of that and said, now I'm going to sell water. Welcome to another Takshila Alumni Spotlight. Today I have Mr. Om Shubhajit, the founder of Blue Mineral Water. So my first question straight up, we all have taps at home. Bisleri and Kinley rule the market. Why on earth did you choose to sell water?
Honestly, I spent 2 years at Takshila analyzing complex business case studies just to realize the best business model is selling people something they literally would die without in just 3 days. But seriously, the bottled market is huge, but it's dominated by legacy players who haven't innovated in branding or community connection for a decade. Blue isn't just a water, it's a lifestyle brand, and we say you try it and taste the difference.
I have to ask you, Om Shubhajit, how did your parents react to it? They sent you to a premier B school. You graduated, and then you tell them, Mom, Dad, I want to be a paniwala now. So, what do you think? How was their reaction?
That's really this question is very close to me, ma'am. So basically, there was a solid week of silence at the dinner table. My mom actually asked me if I failed the placements, but that's the reality of startups right now. The title sounds glamorous on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and everything. Founder and CEO of Blue Packaging Drinking Water. But on day one, I was the CEO, the delivery boy, the customer support, the janitor, and whatnot. If the water truck broke down, the CEO was out there pushing it, ma'am. And even I'm telling you, till the date, I'm carrying water bottle packets to my truck when there are no people around to help me out. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, wonderful, Om Shubhajit. That's a great lesson for aspiring founders. The ego has to go, right? So, Om Shubhajit, people just see the sleek bottles on the table, but they don't see the chaos behind the scenes. Can you give us a snapshot of the company right now? What does the actual operations of the Blue look like today?
It's organized chaos. We have our main purification and bottling facility where we ensure the mineral profile is absolutely perfect. But honestly, bottled water is a heavy product. Mastering the supply chain, getting it from the plant to the boutique cafe in pristine condition without margins vanishing is our biggest daily operations. We are basically a logistics company that happens to sell premium water.
That's a wonderful perspective. And speaking of the operations, you mentioned earlier that on the day one, you were the CEO of the company and also the delivery boy. How big is the Blue Army today? Are you still pushing the trucks?
Thankfully, no. Though I keep an extra shirt in the office just in case. We started with just me and one delivery guy. Today we have grown to a core team of 45 people. We have a quality control chemist, warehouse managers, and a fantastic on-ground sales force. One of the hardest but best lessons I learned was stepping back and hiring people who were much smarter than me in logistics and sales. And that's when the real growth happens, really.
Oh, that's really huge. So many people working with you and they're relying on your vision. It is really wonderful. How beautiful it is to be a founder of the company, isn't it? So let's get a bit technical for the business nerds who are watching you. The beverage industry has crazy high distribution cost and tiny margins initially. How do you survive the first year?
Great question. You can fight the giants on price. If you try to undercut a massive conglomerate, they will bleed you dry. We focused on the blue ocean strategy. We didn't target the mass railway station crowd. We targeted premium cafes, boutiques, gyms, and high-end corporate events. But people cared about the aesthetic of the bottle and the added mineral profile. We sold the experience, not just hydration.
So you effectively raised your margins by changing where the water is seen. Is that really?
Precisely. Distribution is everything. If you own the right shelves, the product sells itself. That's what we teach at Takshila, right? positioning.
So, Om Shubhajit, as my student and speaking of Takshila, how did your time here prepare you for the absolute chaos of running a startup?
Two things. First, the 15-hour day, the righteous schedule at Takshila perfectly mimics the founder's lifestyle. When I was doing late night classes, case studies, submissions, I was training for a 2 a.m. inventory checks I do now. Second, the network. When I needed a marketing strategy, I called my batchmate. When I needed legal advice, I called alumni. The degree gets you respect, but the network gets you business.
Let's go for the rapid fire round. So, all right, we are going to do a very straightforward rapid fire round with you. I want the first thing that comes to your mind and which is ready to you. So, the biggest startup myth for you.
That you need $1 million in VC funding to start. Bootstrapping first, prove the model is everything.
The worst advice you ever received.
Wait for the perfect product if you aren't embarrassed by your first batch.
The most essential skill for a founder.
Shamelessness. You have to be okay with hearing no 50 times a day and still pitching the 51st person with a smile.
Which is that one word to describe the Indian consumers?
Value driven. Don't confuse cheap with
Oh,
value.
that's rightly
they
said.
will pay a premium, but you have to prove
Okay.
its worth first.
This has been incredibly insightful. From the Paniwala jokes to the actual deep dive, the distribution strategies you shared with us. Where can our viewers find Blue and support the brand? Can you please let us know?
You can find us at Odisha in Dhenkanal and also follow our journey on Instagram at Blue Package Drinking Water, and you can call me personally for any business advices at 7008-693-763, and this is especially for any Takshilites watching out there. See guys, this is it. This is the time. This is time to fail. This is time to win. Take your risk. This is the right time in your life. This is Om Subhajit Das signing off.
I'm sure my viewers are going to gain out of it. I'm sure wherever they wanted to see the brilliant guys working, they would find you somewhere. So if you have learned something today, hit that like button, subscribe for more Takshila alumni stories, and drop a comment below. What business would you start right now? See you in the next one. Till then, keep learning, open up your startups. Let me see how you can be a part of our podcast in the coming time. Good luck.